Hey guys, Tristan here, and today we have our July channel update. That's right, I got this month correct. Last month, what I meant to say was June, I said April. Yeah, that's how far back my mind was last month. So, got some stuff to talk about. Some good, some bad, but overall, it's going to be a decent video. So, first I want to get off the bat is most of the bad. Knock the bad out so we can move to the good. So, obviously it pertains to, once again, why my upload amount has not been as much as I would like. And that is mainly because just a snowballing effect. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I've been hexed by a witch or walked under too many ladders while I worked at Best Buy or something, but I've had the worst luck ever. That and the people around me have had some pretty bad luck too. So it's like I'm this epicenter of just bad luck. I need to get like some dehexing, I don't know. So starting out this month, a very good friend of mine, she and her son got into a car accident, 3-vehicle. Someone driving around 4 miles per hour rear-ended them, pushed their van, which was a Dodge Caravan, shut up cat, into the vehicle ahead of them. And just so you guys know, because I know you're thinking it's like some 20-year-old with their 2 daughters. Just so you guys have a mental image, my friends that I know, they're 30 and they have a 2-year-old son. They're all their mid-30s, 2-year-old son. Yeah, I'm 20, they're 30. Yeah, blame the Ghostbusters stuff for that one. How I met them and became good friends with them. But back to what I was saying. And so that car was almost basically put on death row because of that. Luckily, they were okay, which is the main part. They were okay. But that sprouted a restoration job with me and my friend so that his wife still had a vehicle and they had a vehicle because they needed 2 vehicles. So we started restoring his Chrysler 300C Hemi, which was actually drowned in the floods that we had in our area last year. So there's a lot of water damage. So my first 2 weeks, all my free time, I was over at his place rebuilding his Chrysler, which was a lot of fun. And by the time I got home, I was exhausted because we've been at a lot of hot days. So I was like, came home and I looked up there, I was like, I am not going to crash and went to work the next day. So the first month was that. Didn't help that the next week, in the same Dodge Caravan that got in the accident, they got hit again in that Dodge, and that pretty much done. So the that car was just totaled, so that even put more of a weight in getting this Chrysler restored. So, like, what was it, last week or the week before, we finally got it done with what we really need out. There's still some work going on with it, because their water got into the transmission, which is no good. And then the shop kind of did something, and yeah, there was a lot of damage done at the shop that they have to repair now. But enough of that. That was done. So then, I turned to, oh hey, I'm finally free. Well, what happens? 3 things had happened, and I'll go in order as how they happened. First, my cat Hobbs, the orange tabby that some of you may have noticed in the past videos of mine. He would be in the background of the videos, just chilling. I believe he was in like Rogue's rebuild video, a couple update videos. He's been around, and I've had him since I was 8 years old. He's 13 years old. Well, he got sick, and very badly sick. So I had to start taking care of him, as much as I could. And we ended up taking him to the vet, did some test work, had to wait a couple days to get the test work back while we still tended to him, because he got extremely, he didn't get lethargic, which is when he doesn't want to eat or drink, but he lost a ton of weight in a very, very short amount of time, as well as he became very inactive, which in a 13-year-old cat is not a good sign. The only thing I was hoping was the fact that he was not lethargic. He was still eating and drinking and wanted food, which I was hoping would mean like something like worms, but it could have also been something like hyperthyroidism. Well, it was neither of those two things. And it turned out to be that my 13-year-old Orange Tabby Hobbs is a diabetic cat. So, with that, we've had to start changing things. We got the medicine for him because instead of doing what some families do, we decided to do what we can to keep him alive for as long as we can, because I've had him since I'm 8 years old. He's practically my best friend, my brother. Weird to say about a cat, I know, but you know, leave me alone. I know people don't like cats, but he's a cool cat, trust me. But you know, it's because you know there's not many families that are willing to or able to go and do the insulin injections every day or twice a day, 12 hours apart. You know, the specialty feeding and dieting. Not every family can do that, but we decided it's worth it, and we're gonna at least give it a try. So we've been trying to get into that kind of stuff. The other two things that happened, my best friend Jacob, who is actually going to be starting to be seen on this channel as well, because I am building him a / two-wheel drive. He ended up in the hospital, which mainly is because he ended up having to work a night shift at his job. So what does he do? He drinks a lot of Monster. And what happens, he drinks way too much, gets his blood sugar and pressure extremely high, and he winds up himself in the hospital. So that was a fiasco. You know, it's kind of like my best friend is in the hospital. What the hell? So good news is he's doing a little bit better. And then, of course, to top it all off, in 1 month, let's see, friends get in 2 car accidents, and with the retake there, my cat's diagnosed with diabetes. Best friend ends up in the hospital, and then an uncle of mine passes away. So it's been a very, very, very long month. So I'm sorry guys, I really am. I really do try and get these videos out to you as much as possible. I do enjoy doing this kind of stuff, but when stuff comes up, to be fully honest. So I am really sorry, but let's hope July is not as bad. I need a good month. I really do. It's just been snowballing for like ever now. And I kind of feel bad because every time I come up here, something's wrong this time. And I'm sure you guys are tired of it. I'm sure as hell tired of it. I want to get stuff done with these guys. I really do. Only thing that sucks right now is I've been wanting to do a run video one of these weekends. Unfortunately, it's been during the weeks, it's been like raining like it's a rainforest, and then the weekends it's so hot and humid because we're like right now in 100-degree weather, pretty much, and it's so humid out we can't walk out there and without like dying. So that's obviously a no-go. So I'm really waiting for a good weekend to drag some of the RCs out to the trails to get some really fun run videos. Hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. I really want to. And then yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. So, but before I move on to the new stuff, I do want to give a shout out to Oliver RC and Coyote 0976. When it comes to Hobbs's, my cat's situation, they've been great support in more ways than one. So I do want to give them some credit. You know, thank you guys. Trust me, my mind's been broken this month, and they were there for me. So I do want to give them a shout out. So guys, if you're watching this, thank you very much. So now let's go on to the RC stuff in general. So obviously, not much has changed. Goliath is still in pieces of a custom job that I'm pretty much going to have to throw out the window because it's not turning out the way I wanted it to. So I'm going to be actually throwing his original exhaust system back on him instead of that RD Logic's dual pipe system that I have him in right now. I still have to do the review video for that one, but the fact that I'm putting the old system back on bodes what kind of review video it was. It's funny too, because I know people called me an idiot for putting that thing on in the first place, and I wanted to test it out. I purely wanted to test it out and see how it was, so I can form my own opinion of the product, and then do this video. So I'm pretty sure you guys can expect what kind of review video this will be coming up for that one. So yeah, I gotta do that. I have the stuff to get Kodiak going again. I have the Easy Start system that I need to install. I'll probably be uploading that, recording and uploading that this weekend if I have the chance to, if my room's not killing me, because AC sucks in this house, so my room becomes a sauna. Alpha's good. Rogue has a lot I want to do with him. I don't have much on hand that I can do with him. I was going to order a bunch of stuff, but the cat happened, and there was a lot of money I had to put towards him, so wasn't able to get the parts I wanted to. And then unfortunately, the paints, well, at least they might be actually back in stock. But the paints I wanted to use for Rogue's body were all sold out and on back order, so I have to check that again. Pyro, Devin's RC, has nothing in the chute yet. I know of Monster. I think I have a few upgrades for him. I know I'm going to be designing some stuff on the 3D printer. Raven I have nothing for as of yet. Rogue I have, or no, Drogon I have nothing for that I remember of. Raven I have a few things, or not Raven, Aurora. I'm messing up, I can't remember my own RC's names. Velocity I have nothing yet, and then the Mystery RC, I do want to do the same video I did with Rogue when I got him, was that time-lapse teardown and rebuild video. So I will be doing something like that again. So I hope you guys enjoy that one. Now for a couple other things that the RCs obviously are done. So the channel stuff. So I want to try a couple different videos out that you guys might like, might not like. So obviously I'm trying to ramp up the RC review stuff because they were actually a lot of fun to do. My hair's a mess because it's so hot and humid it's standing up. So I want to do an RC Raven Inc. review on the roll cage I have for Goliath, the RD Logics pipe, the RPM tail lights, because those I have a few things to say. What other review video or things I can do? Well, I have several review kind of video-esque videos I want to do. I want to start doing kind of like a overview of some of the 3D printed stuff that I've been printing out when it comes to the RC stuff. And by that I'm primarily referring to the stuff I've been designing, not just downloading and 3D printing myself. So like these little shock oil holders right here, I want to do an in-depth video on. The ESC cage I made, I want to do an in-depth video on. Even the little TQI lever for the iPhone 4, I think it was, dock base. I want to do a video on that. So yeah, I just want to start doing more, some of like those overview 3D printed stuff. I want to try and stretch into that a little bit. I think it'll be fun. And obviously it'll be a test for you guys. See if you guys like something like that. And then there's something I want to do that kind of going over like a video like once a week or once every other week, going over each RC, pretty much going over what I want to do to it for the future, so we all are kind of like on the same page. Or if I have an idea and you guys think, oh, why don't you try this, and I see like, okay, because I definitely want to try and get you all more involved and a little more influence on my RCs, because you know there's my RCs, so there are stuff I want to do to them, but you know there's things that other people do that might be cool and I might like to throw on them, because it's not like, you know, I can just take it off if I don't like it. So I think I might try doing some of that, which also kind of stretches into an idea I've had, taking out of my good friend Jason, Dark Elliptic Hearts lab that he's been doing for a while now, which has helped him with his channel slightly, which is the Patreon. Now normally, you know, I don't like Just yeah, computer. I know you're shut off. You know, normally I don't like it when like oh hey donate to me blah blah blah. You know I don't generally like that stuff, but I know a lot of content creators out there are doing stuff like that, and I would like to try to see where it goes. You know, a big thing is if I did do something like that, you know, the Patreons would have a big influence in what I do with the channel. You know, the biggest thing when it comes to stuff like that is with my belief system. You know, it's my channel. You know, and the viewers should have an influence on what happens with the channel. Obviously, when it comes down to it, the content creator has final say of what happens, but, you know, for supporters, for viewers, for everyone involved in the channel should have an influence, whether it be something small like upgrades or big like names of RCs or themes or something. You know what I mean? So, I really think about doing something like that, you know, doing some kind of reward system, blah blah. I don't know, I haven't figured it all out yet, but just kind of an idea I've been thinking about, because with that, any money sent to the channel will be returned back into the channel. So it would be stuff for more upgrades, or a better camera, for audio systems and whatnot, because I know my audio sucks. I really do know it sucks. I really hate it. But there's only so much I can do with this specific camera. Or lighting, or, you know, software-based stuff, you know. Anything I would get through something like Patreon would be recycled back into the channel for everyone. That way it's not like, oh, people gave me, let's say, just out of my head, like $100. I'm not just going to take that, put it in my pocket, and do nothing with it, you know, put it back into the channel. It's going to go straight back into the channel. So, haven't fully decided on whether I want to do that or not. It's just kind of an idea I've been throwing around for quite some time, actually. And there's also been a couple ideas that I know Jason, again, Dark Lipstick Heart, kind of says I should do is kind of go back into remaking a script for my own mini movie with my RCs. I made mention to this idea I've had like a long time ago to Jason, and he was like all for it. Like, he wanted to see something like that. So I am deciding whether or not if I actually do want to go through with that or not, or add it to another long list of things that people use to call me a copy of him. Go figure. He's like my best friend, and people call me a copy of him. Whoop-de-doo. So whatever. Here's gonna hate. So yeah. So there's just a bunch of stuff I want to do with the channel. Now that things are starting to settle, you know, hopefully, please, hopefully settle. Once things, you know, they should, unless something else happens, Lord forbid. So with that, I'm gonna be definitely trying to get more videos out. Gonna be trying to do a lot more. It just all boils down to if I get the break that I need from all the drama, all the mellow bellow that's been going on. So with that, you know, there's only so much I can do, but yes, I am still here. I am not dead. I am not leaving this anytime soon. There was one more thing I wanted to make mention, which would probably end up being there, but it more pertains to Aurora here, which I am thinking, instead of going the 100-mile-per-hour application that I originally planned for this RC, just turning it back into an off-road-esque kind of vehicle. The 100-mile-per-hour application would be fun because my idea was that she would be like Damon's main competitor for like the fastest RC kind of title thing. Little fun thing against Jason's channel, you know. But there really is nothing around me that I can utilize a 100-per-hour muster. Yeah, Tristan, that makes sense. So I'm thinking about just putting on off-road tires. That way she can actually drive in the trails like the rest of the RCs, because she gets no traction out there. I've tried. I got to, yeah, so there's just a lot of ideas have been flowing around my head. And let me know what you guys think down below for any of these. Should I start up a Patreon? You know, should I do these more of these review videos or 3D printer videos or my own mini movie if that's what everyone would like to see? Because I've come up with a lot of lore in my head over the years from when me and Jason initially talked about it. Because if I did do it, there would be a lot of cameos back and forth between mine and his that we've talked about. I mean, we haven't gone into exact details on what kind of like crossovers we'd have, but yeah, we just fun. Why not? But yeah, I got to get his donation out because for you followers that follow me and follow him, he's getting a donation from me, and it's going to be great. Trust me, guys. It will be funny as all hell. If you guys saw my last donation to him with when I duct taped the entire exterior of the donation, that was hysterical. Oh my god, it was a beautiful video. So all I can say is be prepared for round 2 because that was way too easy. So other than that, guys, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Sorry again for going all like disappearing on you guys again. I really hate doing it. I really do. It's just when stuff comes up, you know, life and whatnot. So hopefully I'll be able to start doing more videos once I'm a little bit better financially, once I start recovering from Hobbs's vet visits and everything, because it was a nice little bill. I saved some money by going to a new vet instead of our normal vet because they did the tests not in-house. They sent it to a lab, whereas our normal vet does it there, which costs a lot more. Plus, our new vet's literally just down the street, so we've been wanting to try bring one of our pets in there, like meet them and figure something out. So it was probably the best time, and I saved some money, but still, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it still takes out of your fun money. It really does. So I should have enough to get me going for a while until the bank recovers. I just gotta work for that. So everything else should start falling back into place, and I should start uploading more. So yeah. Why are you growling, cat? The cat's growling at my closet. I think there's a monster in my closet. Oh well. So yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to putting more out. My next video should be of getting Kodiak's Easy Start system installed. And with that, hopefully the RC runs. I really am hoping it runs. Because it would suck to put, like, I spent hours cleaning that thing and, you know, getting it looking good. For it to just die on me. Plus that engine's from like forever ago, so hopefully it runs. Other than that, guys, I will check you all out next time. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.